wondering who they are, we've got some of the fans over here. And how are you girls doing? Are you good? All right, so we're going to do a little bit of yoga. We're working on chest and biceps, so you need to keep an eye out, okay? All right, so we've got the very lovely Kate Ball here today, and we are, of course, focusing on the chest and the biceps. And I see you've brought a gentleman with you as well today.
Absolutely, it's a man workout. I had to bring a man. Are you going to be strong and like powerful and show them how it's done?
I have to be honest with you, a little bit on the weak side today, so I'm going to sort of take your lead.
I'll give you some down levels. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so where do we start?
So just to, you know, give a little preamble before we begin. For me, I think that every workout needs to have 4 components. Strengthening, cardio, stretching, a little bit of rest as well. And that's often what people neglect. You've got to let it sink in. So let's start with a rest posture. Okay. Child's pose, one of my favorites. Come onto your knees. And then just drop the head down, stretch your arms out, and start breathing. I'm going to give you a little stretch just because you deserve it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm feeling like something in my back. It's sort of my top part of my back.
Yeah, all right, over here.
Put it right there in the middle section, that's right here. Actually feels quite nice.
Oh, need a little love. All right, getting ready for downward dog. Spread those fingers wide. Just take an inhale, and with your exhale, roll over the toes. Take a little warm up. Bend one knee and then the other. Yeah, perfect.
I'm feeling all my muscles working here.
All the muscles. I know. Downward dog is a cure-all posture. It just targets everything.
Everything.
That's why we do it every week. So pushing your hands strongly into the floor, inch your chest towards your thighs. So the posture becomes very sharp as you lift your sit bones, make a pyramid with your body. And coming into plank, roll forward, your shoulders over your wrists, and here's where the strength stuff starts. That looks great. If you pull your belly button in, you're really using your core, and then everything floats. It's a lot easier. Shift a little bit forward, so your shoulders over your wrists, and now let's take it.
I'm shaking a bit here because I'm actually feeling young.
Okay, then I want you to put your knees down, and you can keep your legs straight, and bend the elbows halfway down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
yes, and squeeze them in. And now you really feel the biceps start to work.
I do.
And the pecs. And you can hold this as long as you want to, or you can just collapse on the floor.
Like this.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's your choice. Yes, that was masterful. Okay, so you can relax too. Interlace fingers behind the back. And on an inhale, breathe it up. And this is where you really start to open the chest up. At the same time, work the arms, work the spine muscles, come up all the way. And are you breathing? I'm not hearing any breath.
I'm not actually breathing that much, so let's just practice that. So as I'm doing this, it would be more on an exhale, right? So sort of, or just as I'm doing it.
I would say do both inhale and exhale.
Right.
That would and release that to the floor. So let's take it to dolphin pose.
Dolphin pose?
Dolphin pose.
Okay, so how am I going to do this one?
I'm going to show you. Okay. That's why I'm here. Bring the elbows to the floor and measure out the distance. So grabbing your opposite biceps. So you've got the elbows right, so you can lay your forearms down. We're doing this one specifically to work the chest and to work the biceps.
All right,
okay. So rolling over the toes. In fact, if we wanted to, we could just do this the whole entire segment. And have a conversation.
Yeah. I actually feel it in my calves as well
yes.
as I'm stretching here all the way towards the back.
And drop your heels to the floor
and
a little
as
bit
you
more.
do that, it stretches your calves even more.
You're feeling it. That's great.
Yes.
So you can really hold this for as long as you want to. It's one of those fantastic postures that does so much without you doing much, so other than breathing. Yeah. All right, so let's drop it down. This is forearm plank, and the same effects, except a little bit more core work. So even though every week we try to isolate some muscle groups, we don't neglect everything else. We're still working the core. Can you feel the tummy?
And the funny thing is, when you said that you must pull in your belly earlier on, I was actually feeling when I pulled in my belly button, I could feel everything sort of tightening up.
Everything tighten up.
The core getting stronger.
Yeah. Let's take it back to downward facing dog. From here, warrior one of the most classic postures. Step your right foot in between your hands and anchor down through the back foot. On an inhale, rise up. Yeah.
Rise up.
So it's a really strong, powerful posture. And opening up the chest, take your arms behind your back,
Okay.
grab your, anchor down that back heel.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
and
the
then
way
things
down.
change, right?
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I felt that in my left leg
So
now.
I want to show
Quite
you guys
stretched.
something. The point of doing this, okay, so hunch in for me a little bit. Yeah. So as you do this, you can really open up your chest. Do you feel that? Sort of stretching out across the pecs. So you can work that as much as you want, especially if you've taken quite a strenuous chest workout. It's just a really nice stretch, right?
It's actually true. Yeah.
Interlace fingers behind the back, open up your heart center, and I love this one. It's called Humble Warrior, and you'll see exactly why now. So you exhale, fold down, let your head drop, and hands right over the head. Yeah. How does that feel?
I see I'm
You
not the
can
only one
sink lower.
shaking. Yay!
And let the head go.
Uh-huh.
We all have this tendency to hold the head up, and I think it sort of relates to wanting to cling on to the thoughts and keep in control. So if you can just let your head go, can you let your head go? Just soften. See?
Little
Really
bit, yeah.
difficult. Let's
I think
come
also,
back
you know
up
what
to the top.
It
Yeah.
probably is that a lot of tension also sits sort of in the neck and sort of in the top section
got
of
it.
shoulder. So that is probably why
Yeah.
you tend to always want to lift it up like that. So just let
Tension
go.
central,
Yes.
exactly. Let's
Tension
take it to the other side. So
Okay.
switching the legs, step your right foot back. Not the most elegant transition, but it gets us there. Great. So inhale for classic warrior one. Roots strongly into the feet. Kia, that looks great. Yeah, beautiful.
10 points.
Take arms behind and really stretch open the chest. Get a good opening. Nice. And then interlacing fingers behind the back. Inhale here. And with the exhale, fold down. So you notice with every posture, we move on the exhales. Let your head go. Let's take a really nice little stretch.
Woo!
Good. Ooh, there's lots of flexibility there. Are you ticklish here by any
It
chance?
feels like my arms are about to go over my head. If I
All
were
right,
double jointed, then I could do that.
You are double jointed, I think. All right, coming back to the top. And I'm afraid I'm going to apologize in advance, but I feel like we just have to do a crow to round things off.
I'm scared.
Okay, let's do it. So let's face the fear. Yes. Come all the way to the floor. This is our last posture for today. Make it fabulous. So find a little space. You can even put a pillow in front of your head if you're afraid of falling forward. Just safety precaution. Placing your hands on the
for people accident prone, you know?
need a pillow. All right, so bringing your knees onto your upper arms, look forward, shift your weight forward. Yeah, and can you bring your big toes to touch? Ah, she has it.
kind of.
That was
I'm
masterful.
word. You know, because you know, before I've done this and I actually can't lift myself off the mat. So obviously, as you keep doing it all the time, you get better and better.
Incredible
so I think let's try it
progress.
one
Just do
more
it
time.
every
Let me
day.
try it one more
Try it
time.
one more
Yeah.
time. Okay, let's do this thing. All right, so look forward on the
Forward.
mat.
Uh-huh.
Lift your hips, get your knees down, and shifting your weight.
There you go! OMG! I can't believe this. Oh my gosh!
Basically levitated.
Wow. Yes, my supernatural powers are coming into being. Well, we have got functional fitness tomorrow, so that's quite exciting. And you know, exercise is quite an important part of your beauty regime because it makes you look good, makes you feel good. And we all would love to have a Hannen in our cupboard. I know I would. Now, Liesel has got all the details on an awesome Hannen hamper that we have for you.